Cheating never again. Do what makes you feel good.
But don't rush. When I'm ready to like go out and pop my pussy, I'll put lashes on.
It does give you a spring in your step, I'll tell you that.
Do you think she'd like that? I don't think so.
It's giving Love Island. It's giving Casa Amor. 3 years.
Hold this.
I'll get out of the car.
Have you not got your seatbelt on?
I have got my seatbelt on.
Why is it not in yet?
I've just pulled it under me tit. Hey guys, welcome back. We're in the car.
Woo!
I've taken Lara on a drive with me. We're going to be doing like a questions, girl talk, advice. We literally were saying this the other day. We were like, number one, we need to film together because we haven't. And two, it's going to be this sort of
advice vibe.
Advicey vibe. You're probably going to get two ends of the spectrum in terms of advice. Although actually...
No, I think it's going to be opposite.
Oh, opposite?
Yeah.
I was suddenly thinking maybe it'll be the same. I feel like
we're both really good at giving advice.
Yours is quite...
Taking advice.
No, I was going to say like, not like toxic advice, but just like... You don't really give a fuck. I try and rationalise a lot of things. I'm trying not to. Because life's too short to rationalise everything.
Matter. I just think, be free.
That reminded me of, you know that Marge Simpson memes? It's like, I don't need to rationalise everything.
I've never seen that in my life.
About buying the dress, and she's like, all right, I will buy it.
Oh, I
That'll
meant
be
that
for
bit.
the economy.
Dude, say that bit then. Don't say
Sorry.
the first bit.
Anyways, so we've just pulled up at a Starbucks, as per usual. Gonna get a drink, and then we're gonna go through...
The questions.
Well, she could have music on.
I know. I feel like we need that. Do you want me to sing?
Okay.
The sea is calling man.
I am wearing a Drake t-shirt.
So
Before anyone asks, it was from Depop, so...
I feel like they need to see my shoes. Oh, how am I going to do this?
Get your leg up, girl. It's giving Yeti. Stevie was a big fan.
Yeah, Stevie loved them.
Right, time to get some drinks. I want the...
You do yours first.
Oh my god, do they have the orange and passion, like, mango refresher?
I am going to get that pink coconut thing.
Ooh,
Or do I
let me
want
try
strawberries
it.
and what do you think?
I think you should get the pink coconut.
Yeah, okay.
Is anyone here?
I don't think so.
Hello? No.
Hiya, welcome to Starbucks. Can I get started with you?
Hi there, do you have the orange and mango refreshers?
We're out of orange and mango at the moment, right?
Can I get the strawberry acai one instead? Is that how you pronounce it? Can I get a grande?
Grande one, yeah?
Yep.
Yep. Do you want water or lemonade? It's just 60p for lemonade.
Ooh, no, water's fine, thank you.
Water, yeah?
Yep.
Anything else?
Yep, can I also get a grande blonde iced latte
Grande blonde iced latte.
with an extra shot of coffee and sugar-free caramel syrup, please?
So blonde roast iced latte with sugar-free caramel, medium, and extra shot, yeah?
Yep, and then...
Oh, can I get a pink coconut Starbucks refresher, please?
Can we get the pink coconut Starbucks refresher,
Is that a medium as well?
Yeah.
grande, please?
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
No, and that's it, thank you. The drinks are in.
I was just telling you a story.
Strawberry refresher. Guys, what... Oh.
Is this what you do on YouTube? This is what you do, Rachel?
Yeah, this is my, why isn't it focusing? This is what's going to stress me out. Oh, there we go. They didn't have the orange and passion fruit one.
Ours kind of match, though. We do be
Thumbnail. That's horrific. Let me try.
I'll try yours. Oh my god, you got two, I forgot. You don't like... It does taste a bit like strawberry milkshake.
Is it just strawberry syrup? Strawberry syrup.
Strawberry syrup.
And coconut milk.
No idea, I didn't look.
Is there any caffeine in it? So what my caffeine
No,
in?
there won't be caffeine in that.
So it's literally just
It's
strawberry
basically
coconut
strawberry
milk.
milkshake, yeah.
Yeah, I got two. Thought you'd take advantage of me treating you, and I thought you were getting two. Thought you were
going-
getting your chai.
I was going through, I panicked. I thought, where are they going to go?
You're such a panicker.
I thought, where are they going to go in this car?
I'm going to call you... If your name was Annika, that would have been good. I know someone called Annika. Annika the Panicker. Anyways, let me go on the questions. You haven't read any of them. I've read some.
I haven't seen anything.
They're definitely more on the, like, advice, girly talk vibes.
I love that.
If you guys enjoy this sort of vid, then maybe we'll do it again, but, like, with a different genre.
I kinda
On the way
wanna
here,
do-
she was like, I hope they're really, like, explicit. I was like, do you?
Stop exposing me in the car!
The explicit questions are always the fun ones. Don't
No,
get
but I
me
can
wrong.
give proper advice if you want proper advice.
Yeah.
If that's what we be doing today, I can do it.
Yeah, well, let's start from the bottom. You ready to get your advice hat on?
Yes.
I think this is a good one. I'd like to know your thoughts.
Okay.
Would you ever go for a guy who you know has cheated before in previous relationships but seems genuine now?
Should we answer this at the same time? Should we go 3, 2, 1 answer when you know what your answer is?
Okay. 3, 2, 1. No. I don't
Nope.
think so. I don't want to be that idiot that like thinks that they can change someone.
Oh,
like...
I've done it. I've done it very recently. You know.
Oh.
I did that. And do you know what was really clever about him? He told me that he cheated, as I'm sure this guy's told you in the past. And then you think, well, they must have changed because they've told me this. And if they were still going to do that, they wouldn't tell you. Incorrect.
It's almost as if they're just telling you straight up, and that's when it's
double
like...
bluffing you.
Yeah, and yeah.
It's like, I'm telling you this because I'm a changed person. No, you're double bluffing me. But it's a red flag.
Yeah, you don't want to be the... Like, because it's like, why? Why would you even want to...
I just think if they've cheated in the past, they have that capability in their head. For whatever reason, they're more inclined.
But then does it depend on the reason? Or is cheating never a gay?
No, I think it definitely depends
Like,
on
if he
the
was
reason.
like, oh my God, she, you know, was working, like, all day, every day. Like, I used to complain all the time that we don't spend enough time together. And this one time, I was just drunk at a bar and I kissed a girl.
Okay, I don't think that's cheating. It is, but like, that's not what I meant. That's not what I was thinking when you said the cheating.
Right, you mean like fully
I mean like you've shagged someone.
Yeah, I think... Oh, so then does that change the answer? It's circumstantial.
So it's always going to be circumstantial. And also I think if they have told you, despite what I just said, that does give them brownie points. But if you find out that they cheated on their ex-girlfriend and they didn't tell you, you didn't know that, run.
But what if you knew that they had like a schlong and like fucking brought it in the bedroom? Would you just think, do you know what? I actually don't care.
Stay. No, I'm joking.
I actually don't care. I just want to experience that and then you can fuck off. It depends. If I really liked them...
Me personally, if you'd asked me this question a year ago, I would have said circumstantial, you know, maybe they've changed, everyone deserves a second chance. No, I would say no now.
I think...
It's not worth it. You're putting yourself at risk, aren't you? And
You are at risk of being dumped.
You can just tell a lot of the time what type of guy it is. It's like a really sweet guy that would like never do that, or is it a guy that you're like, I need to watch you?
Yeah. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Oh, here we go. We can both answer this. Tips on living alone. I will be soon and kind of nervous.
Harass your next door neighbour.
Well, yeah, I feel like people don't know. Fun fact, guys. So, Lara is like also like fashion influencer model, like whatever. And we just like went by chance to like the same event, like in Manchester. And we were just like chatting, getting along, whatever. A few drinks in, you go... Don't want to sound like a stalker, but I think you're my neighbour. And I was like, what?
I was like, you're my next door neighbour. Don't freak out. I'm not a stalker.
It wasn't even a freak out. It was like fireworks went off.
Yeah, you were like, we're gonna be best friends.
Yeah, there was no like, you don't actually get saying this. I was like, this is amazing news.
Yeah,
I will be round, and yeah, thank goodness.
No, and then it was so cute because I had COVID like a few weeks after, and I didn't even have any paracetamol. And I was like, Rachel, can you give me some paracetamol?
Yeah, that's the perks. Or like, you always just come around and look after Stevie. I've got to like fly out and stuff.
But that doesn't help her.
No. So what I would say is, living alone, if you haven't like decided where, I wonder if you live in Manchester or not. I was just going to say, like, living in like a building.
An apartment block's a bit different.
Yeah, if you're in like an apartment block, like one that maybe you know is like quite social. Like the good thing about the ones in Manchester, like they're literally
active. There's lots going on, yeah.
And it's all filled with people like our age. Everyone's so involved, like on the like apps and
do you know what
stuff.
I would say though? Just like, it is going to be weird at first. When I first moved into that apartment, it was just like silent, and I was like, what the hell's going on? Like, I found it bizarre. You don't like it?
No, the straw's just gone.
I hate it when they do that.
Okay.
Yeah, it might be weird for a bit, but you get used to it, and you make friends. You have to. Okay.
I had so much to say. Carry on.
It forces you to actually do stuff, because you're like, well, don't listen to me, or you can just get a kitten.
Or you just get a kitten. No, but like, I feel like I've been quite independent from like a young age just because of work and stuff, that I actually wasn't scared of like living alone. I don't think it's anything to be scared of. I think you just learn to just like love your own space. See the positives. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want, eat whatever you want, drink whatever you want, literally do whatever you want when you live by yourself, and like, it's so good.
It's like your little like...
Decorate how you want.
Yeah, everything's exactly how you want it. Like, if you want the mugs laid out a certain way, you can do that.
Oh my god, shopping
Do you know what I mean?
shopping for the
gonna
new
come and
mugs.
mess it up. It's like everything can be exactly how you want it.
Like, my mum never, like, I could never, like, buy mugs at home. Like, I just had my mum's and dad's mugs.
Yeah, that's what
like,
I mean.
You get to choose your own cutlery, plates, mugs. It's the best bit.
And I'm not very good at that stuff. But
When you come home at
I
night,
still enjoy doing it. Because
You're not going to wake anyone up. Have people over at fucking 3 a.m. if you want. I like to host things often, though. So, like, that keeps me sane.
Yeah. It's really not that bad. I feel like you get used to it really quickly.
It's daunting at first. It's a lot of responsibility, maybe. That's the daunting part. But I feel like all the other aspects totally outweigh that. And it's...
I love it.
Yeah.
You like it as well, don't you?
How to get back in the game after a breakup.
You might have to answer this one.
Who the fuck have I broken up with? Getting back in the game after a breakup.
I feel like I'm just getting back in the game now.
This is what I'm saying. I'm literally going to do a video on it. We're in our
Yeah. I feel like
party girl era.
I know, yeah. I feel like I had a breakup in December, and it's taken me like a few months. I feel like I'm getting there now.
Yeah, you're sparkling.
It's coming back, the glow.
Yeah. I know you're always glowing, but the sparkle, it's coming.
Yeah.
I feel like lots of people are getting their sparkle back at the minute.
I think take your time. Don't rush
Absolute.
it because you'll feel like shit. Like, don't force yourself. Like, I need to go out because it's just not the move. Go
And that's
through the
what
stages.
boys do. When they break up, they're like, fuck it, I'm going out with the boys, I'm shagging the first girl that literally opens her legs, like, whatever, because they think that's the way to get over you. But I feel like girls, if you just take the time to, like, process what's going on, if you need to cry for 3 days straight and eat a bunch of shit and, like, whatever you need to do.
3 days, 3 months.
Whatever it is, like, do that. And I think you'll just know, and you'll be like... The thought of, like, going out and meeting people, you'll be like...
All of a sudden, it doesn't make you want to, like, jump off a bridge, you know?
Yeah. And you know what else? Buy some new makeup. And that sounds so
Glow
stupid.
up, have a glow up. I hate that phrase because like, no one needs a glow up, but it does make you feel better.
It's not even glowing. Like, there's something about, you know, like when you go out and you've gone shopping and you've bought a new foundation and, like, a lip gloss and you're like, I need to do my
So me and you
makeup.
aren't the same here.
Oh.
My makeup and your makeup is not the same event. You know what I mean? Like yours.
I really, like, makeup is, like, actual, like, it does
Joy.
something for me. Like, every process, I'm like...
No.
And then the gloss...
No, can't relate. Clothes. I'll buy you up.
Oh no, yeah, you
Yeah.
do come out and you're like, the door goes. I'm like, who the fuck is that? It's only gonna be like one person or fucking concierge or something.
Yeah.
And it's you, like, and you, like, your full two-piece
I have
that you
something
just...
ridiculous on now that I'm going to take a photo in. Can you see?
The door opens, the Yeti boots, they're like, I mean, I'm sure you'll see it on her Instagram at some point. And she's just like, this is it. Like,
That's what makes me feel good. That makes me want to...
just do what makes you feel good.
But don't rush yourself. Don't force yourself to do it. And if you don't... I literally... I've only just started wearing lashes again.
Guys, this has been a traumatic time. I've only just started wearing lashes
No, but
again.
that's because I wasn't ready. I was like, I'm natural, and I'm like...
I wasn't ready for
I
lashes.
was like, I don't want to put... I was like, when I'm ready to, like, go out and pop my pussy, I'll put lashes on. But that's not happening yet.
I so get it.
You get what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I feel like that about clothes.
Right.
Isn't that funny? Like, if I'm not ready, like, I am wearing the same tracksuit, like, and I'm not, like, taking pic. You know, when I was like,
not feeling it.
You were, like, you had, like, your glam rags on, being like, come on, let's go take pickies. And I was like,
I just don't want to.
no, I just don't want to. Like, I'm just not in my element. But suddenly we've synced up.
We have.
Guys, I need to go out.
I want to take Rachel to this club where you can dress, like, outrageous. I want, like, full mesh from you. Tits
What?
out.
Oh, my God.
Would you ever? I do
always get my
think
tits
for my
out.
birthday, I don't think I want you to wear jeans.
To be fair, I'll probably be the only one wearing jeans.
No, you're not wearing jeans. You have to get your.
What's Millie wearing with that corset?
A micro skirt.
I think I'll wear the IMG dress then.
Yeah, no, I love that.
But if it's really hot, like, the tit tape will fall off, do you know what I mean? Anyway, so the conclusion of that was take your time, do things that make you feel good, and I think you'll just know. Surround yourself by good people as well. Like, that's
all of a sudden
good.
You're like, oh, do you know what? I should feel better.
And do you know what? If you were in a relationship and all of your mates are in a relationship and you're suddenly not, like, don't, like, lose them as mates, but it actually, like, I noticed it was, like, not, like, affecting me, but, like, being around people that are always, like, are all in relationships, it can just be a bit, like...
You're like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah, and then you start hanging out with people that are, like, single and, like, whatever, and it's like, oh, okay, but you don't lose them as mates.
Yeah.
You just need to make sure that you're, like, balancing your time.
I do feel like single friends is different, because when you go out, everyone's on a bit of a different vibe.
Yeah.
And, like, the girls with boyfriends sometimes do be ringing their boyfriends and, like,
or just, like, aren't
early.
interested in really, like, doing anything.
Or, like, getting really drunk, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but, like, I feel like there's, like, with my friends, we've got a good, like, balance, but, like, we, like, go, like, out.
Yeah.
And do silly things. I'm speaking to someone and he's not mentioned, like, wanting to see me. I feel like I'm wasting my time.
What do you mean he's not mentioned it?
Like, within talking, probably just, like, not
Okay.
said, like, okay, so when am I going to see you?
So he's either really nervous and he's waiting for you to say it, or he not interested and doesn't care. Right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, when I don't initiate things, like, what is it?
Do you know the advice I always give about guys? This is me.
Or if you wanted 2 words.
Guys are so simple. They aren't like these jigsaws that we try and... Women are like, well, he did actually ring me on this day, so maybe that means that... No, they don't think like that. I really don't think. They're like, oh, I fancy her. I'll do whatever I take in my power to get her to go on a date with me. Unless they've got, like, actual anxiety or they're nervous.
Yeah. I would say, like, ask to see him, and if he goes, oh, like, yeah, no, this week's not good, take the hint. I'd just be like, right.
Yeah.
Because then I always think, like, if you, like, make that first move and say, so, you know, don't say, when are you going to see me then? Just be like, hey.
Are you free?
You free on Friday?
Yeah.
Really want to go and do this? Like,
yeah,
let's do it.
And his response might be like, oh, yeah,
and
I
if
was wondering when we were going to do something, you know.
That's what you'd hope. But if he goes, oh, no, I'm busy that day, but then doesn't say, are you free next whatever, and just goes, oh, no, like, I'm busy.
Or if he's just flaky and he's like, yeah, and then doesn't message about it.
Oh, yeah, like, yeah. I mean, I always feel like, you know, like, even when people say, like, yeah, can do, I'm like, can do.
Yeah.
You either want to or you don't want to.
Can do. I
hate we can't. You're probably going to say that, like, next week. I'll be like, do you want to go do this? And you're like, can
Me
do.
every day. Can do.
I'll be like, right, that's it. No, we're not doing it. Yeah, I feel like it is low-key, like, pretty black and white with boys.
Boys are simple. They'll say what they mean, I think. Don't try and read it.
Because that's what people sort of mean when they say if they wanted to, they would. Well, yeah.
And
if you did want to, you would just do it.
Also, I think sometimes with that, maybe he's speaking to you, he likes you, he might have someone else, and that... Do you not think they do that sometimes?
Sorry, I just read something else.
Read it.
No.
I know what I was saying, I forgot.
Oh, no.
I just said, like, you know, if they've got someone else who they're speaking to,
yeah,
they might be waiting to see what happens with that before they, like, jump on you, which I don't like either.
No.
It's like, I'm not a second priority.
Because I think, put yourself in that shoe, yeah, I've definitely been there when I'm, like, just chatting to, like, a few people, and, you know, and it's like, oh, you're not really the one that I wanted to be doing something with on that Friday, so, like, I'm, like, low-key waiting to see what this person's saying.
But that's not good.
No, I think if he's not asked, but you're still, like, talking, you ask, and then gauge what you do next from his response. You know? It's okay to make the first move, guys. It's 2022, like...
No, I feel like I do that all the time.
Yeah. Another one. Guy asking to do things one-on-one, like go for dinner and stuff, but he has a girlfriend. Can we really just be mates?
You're gonna die. Do you know this has just happened to me?
You want me to keep this in?
You can put this in, I don't care. Do you know, my friend, I've just told my friend a full tale this morning about this guy who has a girlfriend, and I saw it on his Facebook that he has a girlfriend. He's disgusting, don't
We've established such a type.
I know. And
Disgusting and horrible.
he keeps asking me to go for lunch and stuff, and I keep saying to him, do you still have a girlfriend? And he's like, yeah, I do, but not in that way. And I'm like,
What do you mean not in that way?
why do you want to go for lunch with me then? I literally was moaning about this morning. I was like, guys are disgusting, because if I messaged your girlfriend the messages you're sending me, do you think she'd like that? I don't think so.
It's giving Love Island. It's giving Casa Amor. No, I don't think, like, just put, if you were his girlfriend, would you want him going out for lunch with other girls?
Yeah, it depends what also, and what's the messages like. Like, is it, if his girlfriend saw the messages, which
Is she aware? If she's aware and
That
it's
changes
fine,
it, yeah.
then, yeah. Do you think he's attractive?
Yeah, you're attracted to each other.
Yeah.
What's the dynamic here?
Yeah, guys. What's the dynamic?
Let's be honest with ourselves.
Would you f*** him after a few drinks?
Is it like, oh, he's got a girlfriend, we're just friends?
It's the adrenaline.
Or is it like, this is actually my mate, but he's got a girlfriend, so I feel bad?
Yeah, what's the dynamic?
I don't know. I don't have enough information.
Yeah, I might need to follow up on that one. Ooh, friend group makes plans without me. Do I confront them or just let it go for now?
You answer first.
I feel like with how old are you, number one? Because I feel like the older you get, that kind of stuff is just a bit like...
Can't be asked.
Do you know what I mean? Fine, I really don't give a fuck. These days I actually would cancel plans to stay in and watch Love Island, like... Low-key kind of glad that you've not invited me, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Depends what it is. If it's like every week you're not invited, I'd be like, well, f*** you lot then. Like, we're obviously not mates, I'll go do something else, like...
I always say the same thing. I'm really maybe not the best person to ask for this, because I will leave any scenario. Like, even if I've been asked last, if I don't feel like they really want me there, I'm happy to go home. Any given opportunity,
oh, yeah.
I will go home.
I'm quite good at taking myself away, but that's normally just because I'm paralytic.
Yeah. I just mean, like, I saw a TikTok once in this girl, and she was like, you know, what's happened?
What are they doing?
Are they drag racing?
Drag race? That's really embarrassing, they're literally like 15. Anyway.
That was bizarre. No, I saw this TikTok of this girl, and she goes, you know, you can leave. She was like, you don't have to stay. She said, if someone's being rude to you, you can leave. If you're in a friendship group and they're leaving out, you can leave. You don't have to be there and take the brunt of whatever's happening. If you're not there, it physically can't happen. And I live by that.
That's so true. But I feel like this kind of thing is not happening, like, in face-to-face. Like, if my friends were in front of me making a plan and just sort of was like, whatever... Yeah, then I'd fucking leave. Like, I'd be like, fuck
I mean, you can leave the friendship. You don't have to be... But if they're leaving you out and you're not a priority, they're not a priority to you.
Yeah. To be fair, I've, like, stopped being friends with, like, a couple people, like, not, like, so much recently, but, like, people who... Well, I say people, like, person that was literally, like, a best friend. And, you know, when you just, like... I think you have a light bulb moment and you're like...
I'm putting you in
I don't need to deal with this.
Yeah.
I actually don't need to deal with this, and just... I feel like it always seems a lot more daunting than it actually becomes, because yes, at first it might be like a bit like a breakup almost, but if it's like been stressing you out, you'll be like, oh my god, the weight, it's gone.
Do you think if you're not around people that make you feel good,
it makes such a difference?
Just try and find other people that make you...
Because I bet you anything, if you stop being mates with them and like a couple months later you'll be like, oh my god, I'm in such a good place, like what's like different? And you're like, oh yeah, I stopped being mates with people that didn't actually want to hang out with me, and now I'm with, like, got friends that
and then
want to hang out with me.
Like, oh my god, you're looking really good, do you want to do something?
Yeah. Oh my god, that literally happened to me. Like, this, like, other friend that I had was like, just because you're in a really good place right now, and I was like, just because you're living your best life, I was like, yeah. And you know why I'm living my best life? Because
I ran away from you.
Yeah, because they cut the toxic people out.
I sometimes think that's my toxic trait, though. I do that too soon.
Oh yeah, well she did say...
I go, bye! And then it's like, you probably should have given them another chance.
It says, or let it go for now. Depends how many times they've made these plans without you, I reckon. If this is, like, second time, then... And, like, it depends what the plans are. If it's just, like...
And also, you don't have to cut them off, but just distance yourself.
Yeah, and if it keeps happening, maybe just be like, is there a reason? And if they're like...
I wouldn't even do that.
Really?
I would just exit through the back door.
Really?
Who cares?
Backstage to the left.
Yeah, do you know once when I was younger, 'cause this person might be young, I was like 15,
yeah,
and I was in a friendship group of 5 people, and they used to like pick on who they were leaving out. right? You know how groups do that?
They do be
It might
doing
have been
that.
like 6 people, and it was me this month for some reason. I didn't even notice, which is hilarious. I did not notice it was me, and I went into town with some other friends I had, which was already taboo because you weren't meant to do that in the group.
Yep.
And all of them were in McDonald's, and I walked in, they were sat at the booth, and they were like, oh my god, Laura's seen McDonald's. And I was like, are you joking? So you've made a separate group chat and you've gone into McDonald's without me?
Yeah, it's that. If that's what's if they've like actually like made a separate group chat, like
Yeah,
funny
wild,
without you and
wild.
stuff, it's just like right then.
And
so
I did not speak to them after that day. I said, oh, all right,
it's like that, is it?
good to go. That's fine.
I'll just
I said, someone could have made me more aware because I was just too, I didn't even notice.
yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
we've all been there, you know?
Yeah, it's giving childish. It's giving Destiny's childish.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends. If you're like older, sometimes you just go apart. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you have a boyfriend? Do they have boyfriends? Like, there just might be like a common ground that you're missing out on. That which is why like they don't necessarily want you there. And I think the older you get, a lot of the time it's not really like personal. Like it's just a bit like, oh,
What you're doing isn't meshing with what I'm doing.
yeah. So let's just not do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like good advice, but do you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like that wasn't great advice.
I feel like we went on like 7 different
We
tangents.
did. You're going to have a fun time editing that.
Ooh, this is a good one. How to tell your friend that they're actually the problem, like with boys, being controlling and like being a bit crazy, but like how do you tell them in like a nice way? I think it's all on the delivery. I've got quite an animated voice, so I
Have
feel
you
like
ever done this before?
I like have I?
I've never.
I'm not sure, but I feel like if you were like literally being psychotic, I'd have to be funny about it, I think. I'd have to be like, do you think actually, possibly, maybe it's you?
I just think it depends on the friend in the scenario because, like, most of my friends are quite self-aware. So, like, if their lives are a hot mess, they know why and they know what they're doing. They're like, I need to know what I felt because of this.
Do you know what? That's such a flex. As in, like, because there's actually nothing worse than having a friend that's like not self-aware.
Yeah.
Because then you're just like,
It's like you're talking to them and you're like, oh,
and you've always got to defend them. They're like, what the fuck is her problem? And you're like, oh,
yeah,
right, oh
we don't
God.
know. But when I do be having a couple that I think have no clue why things.
Yeah, no.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that they think that these things just fall in their lap and they're like, "Wah!" And
Like,
it's
why
like,
does this keep happening?
well, actually, but for me personally, I think like you can hint things and you can have conversations and try and guide them and say, well, have you ever thought blah blah blah, but people don't want to hear things unless they're ready to hear them, and they'll have the realization on their own.
Yeah, that is a sticky one.
Like, you can't, people do not like to be told things about themselves.
And that's why I think that people like thrive when like people get like humbled almost, because especially like I used to like feel like this, and this one I knew that like maybe we weren't gonna be like mates, but you know, like this sounds horrible.
I know,
like
it's
actually
hard to
horrible.
word these,
But you
isn't
know,
it?
like when like yeah, say like the problem is like your friend has like all these issues with guys and stuff. But and then like, you know, if you were like in a group setting and like not like they get like humiliated, but like, you know, like if like a guy like called them out on it, and I feel like when it's like between friends you don't listen, but because the problem's with guys, but so then when the guy actually says like, you're so fucking like loud and annoying, like shut up, like in front of like a big group, you know, and you just can't help but be like,
You do.
thank you, like
Yeah.
she needed to hear that. But like that sounds really horrid. And like,
that's not happened. That's never happened.
I mean, not literally like that,
Right,
but like, you know,
okay.
when it's like, when they're like, oh my God, like so-and-so said this to me, and you're like, oh really?
I can't
'cause
be
we-
defending that.
Yeah, and you're just, yeah. You know, when someone says something and you actually, and I know it's your mate and everything,
You
but like, you
agree.
just think like,
Me personally, this goes back to what I just said. I'm not really feeling that vibe. Like, if somebody is a problem and they don't know, I probably don't want to be spending that much time with them anyway.
you're just gonna let them be the lost cause.
I'd go, you're going to figure that out on your own. I actually do have a friend like this, and I've hinted and hinted and hinted stuff.
It just gets draining.
And she's not ready to hear it, so I'm not going to sit her down and say it. I don't think that's my place to do.
No, and yeah, do you know what? That's so right. Like, there's actually not really a good way to tell someone that if they're willing to listen and they're like, oh
If they're
shit,
coming
really?
to me and they're like, look, this is happening, why do you think this keeps happening with me and guys, or why do you think blah blah blah, I would then say, but I'm not just going to say it for no reason.
Yeah, I think that's the circumstance, because yeah, if
Because if
they're
somebody tried to sit me down and tell me, I'd go, sorry, what? I'd be
Who
like,
are you to tell me?
like, should we talk about you? Do you know what I mean? I would not like that.
Let's not pick at that
do
thread.
that.
No. Yeah, so actually, maybe just don't bother. Like, if they're just continuing themselves, because it is actually like because then you're investing yourself like in, unless it's like
And
your
also,
bestie,
then they won't
bestie.
tell you. They'll just carry on doing it, but they won't tell you anything.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if it's guys, they'll just be like, you'll say X or something. They just won't tell you what they're doing.
And if it's like your bestie, obviously it's not like you're gonna like stop being mates with them, but it's like, oh, I don't know.
That's
It's a sticky one. A lot of these are quite sticky, you know.
Yeah, a lot of them are circumstantial. Is it a rude one?
More on the explicit side. Wait, let me move this slightly this way. That's
I
better.
look like
Move the chair back.
the BFG giant in this. Like,
You
I sat at the back. Oh my god, this is just what I look like. Right.
You still got your seatbelt on.
Oh yeah, that's why I feel uncomfortable.
Take it off, babe. We're stationary. We're parked up.
Jesus.
Right, here we go. How do I get my boyfriend to initiate sex? He's a virgin, and whenever I try, he looks scared of me and it.
I love that. And it. The what?
The pussy.
Your
The
pussy.
kitty? Oh my god, maybe he's gay. If he's looking at your pussy and he's terrified. But to be fair,
Sometimes
vaginas are scary.
Penis is scary.
That's so true.
Let's be real.
But like, I think vaginas have the, for a guy, obviously there's the stigma of like boys just don't know what's going on down there. So if he's just thinking like, oh my god, I've never done this before, it's already a very daunting thing. Just expect the worst and then you can't be disappointed.
I think really make him feel really comfortable. He's obviously really nervous.
Yeah. Well, by saying that, are you saying that you're not a virgin? Because then therefore you're going to have to take the reins on this one.
Yeah.
Maybe like I don't know, hold your arm, a couple of drinks.
You know what I think the best thing to do? Talk about it. Just say,
Oh, yeah.
are you okay? Like, do you want to do this? How are you feeling? Do you feel nervous? Like, just clear the air a bit, because he's probably panicking.
Yeah.
Just get it all out in the open. Communication.
Just say like, let's take it slow. Like,
You don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
yeah, like I feel like that's just like what guys say. Like if it was the other. So yeah, you're gonna have to wear the pants in this one.
Yeah.
I think if you're confident enough, just guide him through it. Because once you get this first time out of the way, rabbits.
He's gonna love it.
Yeah.
He's gonna be hooked.
Yeah. Well, let's hope. So yeah,
That's
I'd say
cute.
just have like a cozy night. Talk about it. Don't put too much pressure on it. Like, don't be like, right, this Friday we're having sex. Like, don't know.
Or
You'll be
don't
thinking about
be
it all
like-
week, being like,
Yeah. Also, I feel like guys get panicky if you're like, yeah, I once was with this guy, and like, don't talk about other guys.
no.
Yeah, just stress him out. Like, just
No,
be
don't
cute.
say like you know, like that's never happened. But like, just expect the worst, but like help him do his
Oh
best.
yeah, no, it's not gonna be good.
It might be. I hope he's not been watching too much porn because
Oh, yeah, my friend did.
he'll
tell me
start
that.
like pounding like a fucking jackhammer because they think that's what's
My
right.
friend said that she slept.
Oh, you're cold.
Sorry, it's this. My friend slept with this guy, and like he's the nicest boy ever, and we don't know why he did this. And I think he just watched way too much porn, and he just started like licking her, and she was like
Where? Just
everywhere. He
Oh.
just kept started being like, "Is that not bizarre?" And she was like,
if it was like this area and this area and this area.
"No,
I'd
no,
be
like legs, like everywhere." But weird. He must have seen that somewhere.
oh.
I don't know.
I don't know about that one. I think I'd be like, are we good? I don't understand. Are you hungry?
know
Do you
what
want a
that
snack or something? Oh my god, no, that is a bit odd. Oh wow, this person sent in a review. Let me. Oh, it's a really. Oh my god, here we go. It's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parter.
Jesus.
Ready?
Right, go.
I slept with this boy on holiday and my friend told her boyfriend and now everyone knows, and he told the boy I used to see and he's texted me loads of shit about it. We're kind of getting back onto good terms, but I'm still single and to be honest, I'm still single to be honest, but do I have the right to be annoyed at my friend? We all said we wouldn't tell anyone what happened on holiday. Did you follow that?
I did.
So basically she slept with someone on holiday and as a group
she's
they
single.
said,
She said
yeah,
she's
but she's
single.
single. She
Her
slept with
friend told her
her
they were all not
boyfriend.
going to say anything, and now her
Friend told her boyfriend who told the boy that she used to see.
Yeah.
And now that situation's like f***ed up. I'd be a bit annoyed at my mate.
I'd be annoyed, yeah.
I'd be like, well, what was the point in saying
You
not
know
to
your
tell
boyfriend's
anyone?
going to tell him. Don't lie, you knew.
But also, is it like... she should have known that she's obviously going to tell her boyfriend. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like couples just tell each other everything.
They do, but you don't. Sometimes you do think like, oh, they won't.
To be fair, if I had a boyfriend, I probably would tell him everything, unless my friend explicitly said, "Don't tell
your boyfriend.
Don't tell a fucking soul." Like, I'm actually, because I'd be like, fuck.
I think you have every right to be annoyed, and also,
but not like too annoyed. Just a bit like, is it, Lara? Like, what the fuck was the point in that? Do you know what I mean?
But also, you're single. Well, you're on holiday. What have you done wrong?
I think just act like... What was that? I think if that guy's like... Are you implying that he's now like annoyed at you or something?
Yeah,
and you're trying to say like... I'm saying... I just be like...
Sorry.
I just be like, sorry, do you like me?
Yeah.
Is this why you're annoyed?
Yeah. Oh my God,
I'd laugh and make a joke about it. Just literally act like it's literally nothing. Like, obviously, it's like fucking holiday romance. You know what I mean? Like, just be like, "Aw, I didn't know that would upset you."
She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't
Yeah,
realise.
like, I didn't know you felt that way about me. Didn't know we still had that connection. If you told me not to see it then on holiday, I totally
wouldn't have done, but you didn't say that. I was going to tell you anyway.
Yeah.
Or you
No,
just-
sorry, I didn't think you cared.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realise.
That's what you gotta do. Toxic. Just be like, I didn't think you care.
You could also just deny
Do you
it.
care?
Sorry, didn't do that.
Do you want to come around and sort it out?
Wasn't me.
Do you want to have sex instead? That's where it would go. Someone said opinions on the new Drake album.
We were just listening to it. You pussy.
Why are you leaving me?
Oh, sorry. Thumbnail. No, I didn't do that.
No. Casual sex. Effects on mental health. Feeling sad about getting used for sex. Are you not using them for sex?
I think this is really...
Because you just said casual sex, so...
This is really personal to the person.
I don't see it like that.
Some people can just do it, and other people are a bit like, why don't you love me?
I think that's something for therapy, I think.
No, but it is like, and also casual sex, so what you're seeing this person once a week. Like if it's like a recurring situation.
Oh.
Sticky. That's very sticky.
Oh.
I think. And then, you know, it's a difficult one.
Right, I thought you were just talking about like...
One night stands.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it just depends. If you're speaking, thinking like, oh, I feel like I'm just being used, then stop, don't do it then.
Me personally, not for me.
There's nothing wrong with not having sex.
I think, especially if it's repetitive, I would be in love. But I have friends that literally
Don't give a fuck.
don't give a fuck, and are like, bye.
Yeah, just another body in the bag.
They don't even count it, they don't even care.
Well,
Like, they don't feel bad at all.
no.
You know what type of person
But that's
you
nice.
are.
I think that means you have like a healthy relationship with, or maybe not.
100%.
Healthy is maybe not the healthy in the sense of you want sex to mean something and it be a very like, you know, experience.
Intimate.
You like it to feel something.
This is a bit of a controversial topic because lots of people are like, you're giving energy to someone, you know, you shouldn't just do that with anybody. But then other people are like, it feels good, it's fun, it's a release. Why can't I just do that if I want to do it?
Yeah. I went through a stage of only sort of really being able to have sex with people that like I knew really well, like had some sort of like connection with, because I was just traumatized from like previous experience. So like it was just obviously the act of sex, I was viewing it as like a very intimate, like vulnerable situation. So like I only trusted people that like I already knew, I had a connection with anyway, like probably so like, do you know what I mean? Like I hadn't slept with anyone new in ages, like went through a phase of just like,
that's really common though.
Yeah, and that's fine. I also like didn't have sex for like with anyone for ages period, but like that's because I needed to realise like how I was viewing it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I needed to take that time to like realise, because if I just was like having casual sex in the meantime, I think that would have sent me like...
Yeah, I think if you're in a bad place and you're having casual sex, that's probably not a good
Yeah,
sign.
and then you'll start seeing it as...
It's kind of can be
not
like,
fun.
Not self-harm, but like you're not doing good.
You're abusing it in a way.
Yeah, don't do that. But also, if you're in a good place, it can also just be...
It's just fun and casual and like... whatever. I feel like it's good to like be on the same page, so then you're not setting yourself up to be disappointed, like being quite transparent.
Oh my God, 100%. And I just think, as a girl, like if the guy's like, I'm not looking for anything serious, like I just, you know,
listen.
No, but I mean, and you know in your heart that that's not really you, don't go along with it, because you will get upset.
Yeah.
But if it's you that's made the decision, that's a different ball game. If you're the one that's like, I don't want a relationship, you know?
Yeah, I think Yeah, a lot of these things are all very like circumstantial because there's no right or wrong answer. Like, I think you've just got to figure out what's best for you. So maybe just like, if you're having a lot of casual sex and you're like, I feel like no one loves me, then just take a moment.
Take a breath.
Yeah, take a breath. And
Reevaluate the situation.
yeah, reevaluate the sitch, and just sort of maybe normally there's like a deeper rooted something that you're using that to like heal maybe. So focus on that before that, because you don't want to ruin that forever. Like, you know, sex is meant to be fun, enjoyable, deliciousness.
Do you think that you're in the good place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because I thought I didn't have a sex drive for like 5 years. Turns out it was just with the wrong person.
You fancy him?
And got it back.
Oh my god, that's good.
Well, I hope so. And it's funny because like there's been a couple of times like over like this half of the year where I've like done whatever and I've said, oh, is that what I was missing out on? And all my friends have gone, yes,
Yeah.
you idiot. Gosh. But that was just because though it's because I took that time and then went for it, and then I was like, oh,
I feel fine now. I'm ready to go.
yeah. It's like, you know, it does give you a spring in your step, I'll tell you that. Let's do one more. Oh my god, been messaging a boy every day for 3 years, but it never goes anywhere.
Sorry.
3 years?
I had this.
I'll get out of the car.
Sorry.
Babe, what?
What?
What a waste of time. Sorry, but like, oh honey. Oh no.
No.
Absolutely sack that off. 3 years of what? Like fucking sending letters?
No.
Is he a pen pal?
Maybe that's what she wants though. Okay, do you know sometimes I watch...
She said, please help. It's not what you
Do you
want.
know sometimes I watch Catfish?
Okay.
And like, I'm not saying
Shout out
he's a
Nella.
catfish, but I'm just saying, sometimes I watch it
Oh.
and the people that are on it, like even people that are being catfished and they're like, I just want to meet the person, I feel like they actually just needed someone to talk to for 3 years.
Fucking hell.
And deep down they know it's a catfish, but they're like, I needed some support.
Some people are so nervous. I used to be really nervous to ever meet anyone in person. Like,
Yeah.
even if it was people that I saw at school, like we'd be talking online every night, but then like I'd see them in person and be like,
Online.
oh my god. And they were like MSN, like, you know, like Facebook, whatever. Yeah, I used to be well nervous in school. Everyone would always be like, oh, like, I used to get told that I was just all talk. And I was. Fully, like, would always pussy out, cancel, like...
Oh, I was fully frigid for like my whole life.
I hate that word.
I know, but it's true.
It was a vibe, yeah. No, it's not a vibe, but like, yeah, fully.
No, I wasn't even talk. I was doing nothing. Zilch.
No, I was fully like chatting shit, and like in person would be like,
No, I was doing none of that. Can't relate.
okay. So yeah, 3 years. That's just like 3 years too long.
Yeah, I think if you're writing it in this
I would have even
thing,
said like 3 months and like nothing.
if you obviously want to meet now and you're like ready for that, I think you need to give an ultimatum there.
That was so good on Netflix. Did you watch it?
No. Ultimatum, what is it?
The Ultimatum. You didn't watch that on Netflix? That is what you're gonna have and watch.
Okay, yeah, that's too long.
An ultimatum, that would be a good shout right now. It's like, look, 3 years, like, fucking hell, have you watched them like go through puberty or something? Like,
That's a long time.
you're like, you must be like 3 different people over that like
Yeah.
stage.
But that's
And
what
you
I
didn't even
mean.
get to meet in person.
More than anything, that's a friend, isn't it? Though that you have there, that doesn't have to
Yeah.
go. That doesn't. You can still carry on speaking to them, but it's like, is this going to go anywhere, or are we just gonna?
And it never goes anywhere.
That means they haven't met, right? Or does it mean they have
I've
met?
just been messaging a boy every day for 3 years, but it never goes anywhere.
That's every day. I don't message my mum every day.
I think that needs to,
I think that's too much time.
just like these drinks needs to go in the bin.
Yeah.
Anyway, you got your seatbelt.
I'm ready to go.
We're ready to go. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. If you want more advice with Rachel and Lara at some point, it's meant to be like big sis chats, you know, that kind of
Gotcha.
vibe. But we could do a different genre next time.
I want to do a drunk one.
Yeah. And also, I always really love it when I answer like certain questions, when you guys actually give those questions your advice. as well.
In the comments.
In the comments, people really do be sounding off.
Yeah.
And sometimes I get the better advice. I'm like, oh, for my next video,
Should've
I'm
said
giving
that.
that.
Yeah.
I'm giving that advice. But yeah, hope you guys like this video. This is Lara, your introduction to my YouTube channel. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Let me know about the other videos with her. You have to wave and say bye, guys.
Okay. Bye.
Lovely!
Oh my God.
Yeah.